Am I back? Stupid internet. We are on part two now. And I had to bring it up on my other screen because the other one is claiming it's still shutting down. Let me see. Is anybody here? There's Maz. Thank you, Maz. So I lost the internet and had to troubleshoot and come back. I keep saying I need Jeff, my husband, to because it comes up and telling me that I need to do some settings and I don't know anything about tech stuff. You're lucky I'm able to come live. I'm not good at this stuff. My sexy girlfriend Miley is here. I love you, Miley. My sexy girlfriend. Where this video's now, because I was already talking for an hour, is not going to be long because I don't. We just went over everything. But so let me summarize and then we'll end for the day. And thank you, Tracy. We're waiting until tomorrow. It's when the Court of Appeals is going to give a decision. We don't know what they're deciding. We're just waiting for tomorrow. Thank you, Natalie. And it should be out according to their website, which the link is posted on Stephen Avery Project and in MAM Gossip. Should be out around 8:30 a.m. Central Time. It is currently 2:05 p.m. So do your own math. The link is posted that you'll be able to go to it yourself if you so wish, or as soon as um Heidi, American Inn and Waupun, it's just West Block is what the rooms are reserved under. West, not my first name, just West Block, the West Block of rooms. Thumbs up, Nana. So even though it says on their website 8:30, it doesn't mean for sure at 8:30 that it'll be there. But as soon as it comes out, we will post it and I will go live and read it with y'all. So, and we're just staying positive. We're hoping what it's going to be is something that's positive for Steven. What actually it's going to be, don't know. Like I said, I do not think it's going to be anything saying he should be released. And even if it was something saying he's going to be released, they don't ever just release them. There's a process for that. And remember when Brendan's conviction got overturned, they didn't release him. So don't think that Steven is getting out of prison tomorrow. Wish he was. Don't wish he was gone or never there. So I am hoping for, because I don't think we're ever going to get something that'll just say, we don't need any proof of anything. Let Steven go. I think what I'm hoping for is a new trial. And let Natalie, let Kathleen show the evidence that shows that Steven is innocent and that Steven did not get a fair trial. And it is not her job to prove who did it. She can show you where evidence points to, but she doesn't have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Bobby Dassey is the killer. She's just showing there's doubt that it's Steven. So that's the latest. Waiting for tomorrow. If you get it before we do, that see it's posted here, please send it our way, because maybe you'll find it before we do. I know we're all going to be refreshing, and I have an appointment tomorrow at noon, so I'll be able to go live any time prior to, it's like a half hour drive for me, so prior to 11:30. So I can go live. Otherwise, if it hasn't come out or whatever has happened, it would have to be, I think I'll be gone for 2 hours max. But we will go live as soon as anything comes out tomorrow, if I'm not at my thing. Otherwise, other moderators here will post the link and the information. You'll be able to have it. I just won't be live. I can't cancel the appointment. It's a job interview. That I've been in the process for this job for like 4 months now. And the interview was supposed to be today. That's why this live video, I usually do lives at 1 o'clock. I try to keep it consistent to make it easy for people for all around the world to be able to do that math and fine. But since I was going to be having the job interview today at noon, I'm like, all right, we have to put off the video for an hour. And then they contacted me this morning and said, we have to postpone until tomorrow. So it's like, oh, great. The day Steven Sting's coming out. Now I have the interview tomorrow that I've been going through all the steps for this job for 4 months now. So I can't cancel it. Doesn't mean they won't cancel it again and postpone it. But, so yeah. So I can't cancel it. But with the court claiming they post decisions at 8:30 a.m., that should be plenty of time for me to go live and discuss everything before I have to leave for that. So, but typical Steven Avery project, as soon as we get any information, we bring it to you. I will go live here on Steven Avery project, and then I'll probably end up at some point live in the MAM gossip group where we'll go over everything again, because they're two different kind of groups of people. So I'll probably end up live over there as well. And maybe, just maybe, I will really push my husband tonight to look at my computer and see if it's something with the settings of my computer that make things funky when I try to do lives places. So let's hope for that. I haven't heard from Steven since that call I got a week ago. So I haven't heard anything on how he's feeling about this latest development. If I do hear from Steven, I'll bring that to y'all too. I do know that Steven, prior to all this, was the reason we're doing this rally and the memorial for Dolores is because Steven wanted it. Steven is feeling, had been feeling, I'm sure it's different right now, very lonely and down and pessimistic, which is not typical Steve. He's always been thinking he's being released right around the corner, which I never understand with how horrible his life has been, that he's able to remain so positive. But with this decision taking so long, he was just feeling abandoned, and because also you got his family keeping his mother away from him for 9 months, and his family suing him, or filing restraining orders against him and saying Steven's harassing them, and so Steven just really wants support and to feel that support. So that's why we are doing the rally at Waupun Correctional, because that's where Steven is. Now, our rally is August 21st. It would be so nice if he wasn't even in there anymore. But I don't think that's the case. That anything would be able to move to get him out that fast. But whenever I hear from Steven next, I will let you all know. And there's somebody that Steven talks to regularly, and also his cousin Kim, who talks to him regularly. And they pass on messages to me that Steven tells them. So even if he doesn't call me, there's things that come my way. And things that Steven has asked, that asks for us to post. Does he have a cellmate? I've never asked him. I've never asked if he's got a cellie. So I don't know. But all right, I'm gonna call this to a close. I know I haven't been on this part 2 very long, but it's only because part 1 got screwed up that I came back on here. So think positive. If you're a believer in, thank you, Sand. Sand says no, he does not have a celly. If, good luck charms or lighting a candle or whatever it is that you got to do to put out the good vibes, that what we're going to hear from the Court of Appeals tomorrow is going to be positive for Steven. And I will come live. Window Jesus is in here somewhere. Hold on, Sky. Here's Window Jesus, Sky. That's from from videos we did a while ago. Yes, it is still a case. Yep. Link to the decision, everything, as soon as it's available tomorrow, we're going to put it out. You can read it for yourself, and I'll also go live and read it for those who maybe can't read it because they're driving or at work and can listen on headphones. So I'll read it for you all, and we'll also discuss tomorrow. And I am not thinking about what the possibilities will be. Mark, I know I keep seeing you talk about where can you find the family group page. See, I'm not a fan. And so, okay, Paula just posted it for you. So it's like, I don't promote that group ever because it's just bad news. Sorry, just is. So we don't ever give them a plug or anything because, I mean, they won't even let you talk about that Bobby Dassey's the killer. Come on. So, all right, I'm out. If any news develops tonight, it's not a decision or anything, but we're going to bring you everything we get as soon as we get it. And live tomorrow, send you the link. The link's already posted here where you can go and find it yourself for tomorrow. Obviously, if you click on it now, his name's not listed there because the decision isn't made, hasn't been posted. So you're not going to find it there. But the link has been posted so you can do your own detective work tomorrow. And yes, his father is still alive. So, all right. Window Jesus and I, we're out until tomorrow. So, okay, somebody do that math. It is 2:00. How many hours? Go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 18 and a half hours. Somebody might need to correct my math. I am not the math person. So decision is 18 and a half hours away. Feel free to continue chatting about the case here on Stephen Avery Project, or go into, we have a closed Stephen Avery Project group, as well as MAM Gossip Group. So, and you can fall down tons of rabbit holes there as well, or go into our older videos that we have both here on Stephen Avery Project and in MAM Gossip, as well as we did all the Stephen jail calls, because I tried YouTube, which I wasn't a fan of YouTube either. But the YouTube page is for Justice with Jax. So thank you, Rebecca. So if you want to start playing the Stephen jail calls, we also did the Brendan jail calls. I think the Brendan jail calls, though, are in MAM Gossip. I have gone to Manitowoc, where I filmed the Sturm Path of God. I have a video proving there's no way the bus driver saw Teresa Halbach. I have video of Cuss Road. I went to the deer camp, and when I went to the deer camp, the Avery family reported me, and I got charged with, as Earl Avery calls it, trespassing, and had to go to court in Manitowoc for trespassing at the deer camp. I went to Teresa Halbach's house. I went to Teresa Halbach's grave. I went to all the houses that Teresa Halbach went to that day that we know about. So lots of goodies that you can find in our past videos. So if you need something while you're waiting the 18 and a half hours for tomorrow. So closing out saying 8:30 a.m. tomorrow is when we are supposed to see it posted, because the Court of Appeals is making a decision. Will Stephen get a new trial? Oh yeah, Kim. Sorry. See, I constantly squirrel and not going. I filmed behind Stephen's garage at the burn pit. I've done so much investigating on this case. I am not just persuaded by a one-sided documentary. So I've walked the path that Pam Sturm walked, claiming she was able to find that RAV4 in that teeny tiny little window of time, and have been able to prove there's no way she could have found the car that fast unless somebody told her where to go. I have video proving there's no possible way the bus driver, from where the bus stop is down by the mailboxes, would be able to see Teresa Halbach down by where Barb's red van was parked in front of her trailer. Proof, proof, proof. Teresa Halbach's grave. She is, whatever, I don't know if she's there, or, since she was cremated or whatever, but she is on the back of the headstone for her, that's for her mother and her uncle's stepfather. Which I found weird, and that her dad, who's dead, isn't by her. But her uncle, who then married his sister-in-law after his brother died, and they're both still living, it's a headstone for them, and then Teresa's on the back of it. So I've done videos where we started at Teresa Halbach's house, and then we drove to the 3 stops she took during the day and timed everything, showing you how long it takes her to go from each spot. Sharon, I don't know if anybody's ever taken Alan to go. I know there's been times that Alan had gone with Dolores and somebody else would be there. But Alan doesn't Alan doesn't go very much. And Nick is saying you're rude. Have no idea if he's saying I'm rude and for what. But most of those videos of all those, we've always called them field trips, because I've done these videos in Manitowoc, I think 3 or 4 times. They're all in the MAM gossip group. Because when I go to Manitowoc, I obviously can't let people know ahead of time that I'm going. When even, the one time I went, the Avery family went after me for trespassing. And I've actually got all those screenshots are posted in MAM Gossip of the threats and stuff that Earl was sending me. Quite entertaining if you want to read it for yourself. But, all right, really, really going this time. We'll see you tomorrow around 8:30 a.m. Central Time when we're able to get what the Court of Appeals says about Stephen. And MAM Gossip is a closed group. Anybody can join. We don't let guilters or Avery family in because they're guilters. Hi and bye, Anna, as I'm leaving right now. Lots going on, Anna. So, all right. I'm really, really going. See you tomorrow. Investigation continues. Thank you all, everyone, for your support of Stephen. Fingers, toes, everything crossed that we're getting a good outcome tomorrow. See you then.